really up on it. And with the Storm Spirit inside the trees, well, they could find Ursa though. Ursa scouts out the Luna on the high ground. There's a disruption available. They'll use it. These guys are going to surround him. And they do get the stun right after it. Man, I almost thought they were going to miss it, but they practiced that one. Shadow Demon into Leshrac. They'll get the stun right there. Maybe the Leshrac would want to wait on that a little bit. He does have a bottle being delivered to the mid lane. The run in, took it off the mark, but Bounty Hunter's going to get that one hitting on him, so he'll be killed off that mid. So not today, at least get back on the board. While the Luna was pushing at bottom, there was a lot of pressure being put on top that the Timbersaw really couldn't get around. There's going to be the haste rune coming in, and while Leshrac doing a ton of damage with the Diabolic Edict, the stun will end up finding the kill. Now Atun takes a lot of harass from this. Haste rune still there for Leshrac. Could definitely go in a little bit further onto the storm. Timbersaw possibly could be taking a death here at top. Gets the Battle Hunger put on him, needs to get a creep off, and he doesn't manage to get it. Now Sword coming in. There's going to be a call available. Slow used by Greedy. They're going to go right for Timbersaw, but Bardo is here to help. Disruption comes through. Can they find a kill? Greedy trying to get away right now. Has a slow available. Timber Chain comes through. Timbersaw does a lot of damage, but now, again, the Timbersaw has to back up. Bounty Hunter's here. Ursa healing up with the Salve as well as the Tether. Bardo forced away. Can Ursa find this kill? Oh, the tree gets eaten. That's probably not a good thing at all for the Shadow Demon. But at least the IO goes down. Timber Chain away. Timbersaw manages to stay alive a little bit. They need to slow the Ursa down. Bounty Hunter just doesn't have the Shuriken up. The Zenyatta. There it is. So Axe does end up getting killed. Goes to a couple of assists there. Now Bounty Hunter, he's in a ton of trouble. This is what an Ursa can do. Just gets a couple of levels inside the jungle and then goes right to killing people on the map, gets a tower to his name, and now he's got phase boots and a ton of damage to him. Leshrac, even though he's got a double damage run on him, it really doesn't matter for Storm Spirit, who is getting the IO helping him out with the move speed there. It just jumps right on top of the Leshrac. And that's kind of the matchup. As soon as the Storm gets to level 6, it's just so easy to take him down. Timbersaw away from Ursa. Still burning down to the Ignite, but we'll use the Battle Hunger. We're going to get caught out. She's just burning down a little bit. Axe has a call available, and he's got a lot of creeps here. Will he get it off? Yeah, he will. Luna in a ton of trouble, and where's the chop? Oh, if you're not American, you probably don't know what that is. But in any case, Axe completely wrecks Luna. So much that Midas Club can do about him. Immediately after the disruption, Axe takes a lot of damage from the stun, and now Storm Spirit to the high ground, trying to take down Bardo, looking for the damage that he needs. He will be able to get it. Leshrac is trying to chase him down. Meanwhile, inside the river, Midas Club. Oh, Storm Spirit gets the zips up to the high ground, and now here comes the Eclipse. Luna just goes in, kills off the Axe. Shotgun's gonna be there. Luna's gonna find the IO, stop him in his tracks. The Storm Spirit eventually goes down just in the trees. A little bit of a gangbang from the Bounty Hunter. And Midas Club come back with 3 kills after that one. And we might see a little bit more. FNA slowed down by the Ursa. Timbersaw needs to get back in there with the Timber Chain and the Chakram to slow him down, but it just didn't really find that one, and Luna ends up going to her death because of it. Both these teams really at each other's throats right now, and well, Shadow Demon's going to make his way over towards bottom. Doesn't want to go too far underneath the tower. In fact, there is going to be a TP in from the Axe. Dust gets used down the Bounty Hunter. Eventually will find the kill on the Ogre Magi. Now we've got a couple of axes that can spin, but not today. Might be going a little bit too deep in this one, but here comes the Storm Spirit into the fight. Is he taking too much damage? Chakram comes through. Timbersaw can't do enough damage. He's out of mana right now. Bounty Hunter uses the Shuri Toss on the sword. That dust has run out. And now Luna joins the fight. She wants to get into this as well. Everybody wants in on the action because it's just a party. Party for all these guys. Who cares who dies? Let's just have fun. Bounty Hunter can't go close to the Ursa like that. He was just underneath the range of the Sentry Ward. Ursa through the trees. Oh no, he's next to the sword. He's looking for the call. Battle Hunger is going to be there. Slow down. And now Bounty Hunter in a ton of trouble. That's a chop in from sword. Doing very well in this game, and he's only being beat by the Ursa in terms of. They'll put the disruption out onto the Ursa. They don't get the stun right after it, and they're kind of very late on going for him. Ursa, there's no Aegis on him. He hasn't taken it just yet. The Ursa's going to the trees, eventually killing him off. Leshrac finds the kill with the lightning, and now we've got a 5-man push on bottom for Midas. Didn't really have money for anything. Bounty Hunter's just trying to steal some XP right now. Greedy to the high ground. Thinking about the bounty, who could just throw out the Shuri, and he doesn't. Very nearly kills off the Storm Spirit. He needs one hit. Storm Spirit. Oh, he's way too close. Too greedy for him. And the bounty hunter at least finds a kill. No, we're gonna kill you. These illusions will probably not do anything, but they are very persistent. Relocate out onto the Timbersaw. Can they kill him off? Yes, they will. Storm Spirit has the stun for him, and Timbersaw can't TP away from that one. But a little bit further away from the Bloodstone. Now Luna finishes off that Ancient stack. Up to 1,600 gold now. Axe gets a call off on the Leshrac in a ton of trouble. The balls come in. It's going to be hit by all the balls. The balls explode on his face. Leshrac can't live through that. Balls are power forward. It's going to be the disruption out onto the Storm Spirit. Can they find enough damage? No. Storm Spirit to the high ground evades that stun. Now he pulls the Shadow Demon in. He's going to find it very difficult to actually survive here. But now Luna in from the backside. Storm Spirit still has the Aegis. Taunt goes out onto Luna. She uses the Eclipse, going right for Sword. That's the X going down. Aegis also killed off as well. Can Bounty Hunter find any more tracks here? Storm Spirit has full mana, going right for the Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter has the Invis in 3 seconds. He should be able to stay alive pretty well. Storm Spirit able to find him just with that one. Also a nice dust helps to take him down, but Storm Spirit did use a lot of mana there. They need the Chakram. Oh, they just managed to kill off the Io. Storm Spirit manages to TP away, and so does the Ogre Magi hiding in the trees there. So Midas Club taking an interesting fight around the Roche Pit. I want to say that they did take. It means that there's going to be so many chops going right on your face. Greedy Ford has a Blink Dagger right over towards FuckinEh, who is in so much trouble. This Luna trying to just limp her way away. She can't really make it. Ursa's going to chase her down, finds that last hit, finds the kill as well. And Luna's little body, in addition to the mount that we talked so much about before the game, ends up sinking into the earth. Axe does find the Timbersaw at bottom, just kind of taking him out in that area. Interesting game here. Not today, definitely with the advantage. Atun's looking pretty good, 15 charges on his Bloodstone. Axe should be at his Blade Mail fairly soon as well. And Ursula's got some big bear stuff. Blade of Alacrity and Robe of the Magi. I'm guessing that builds into a Diffusal Blade as well. Axe gets a call on the Bounty Hunter. He's going to be attacking her. That's a chop. Definitely chop worthy. As soon as he uses the Blade Mail there, it's a very easy kill. Okay, Disruption is going to keep Greedy up at the top lane. Uses the Enrage to try to get away. There's going to be a shotgun there. Storm Spirit to the backline is going right for the Storm Spirit. Eventually the Ursa does die. But Storm Spirit finds some collateral with the Shadow Demon, and now maybe also goes for the Timbersaw. He's very difficult to kill here, but there's not a whole lot of help coming for him right now. Just continues to throw out the shotgun, doing some nice damage. Timber Chain away. Axe is going to be here with the call. Has to be careful of that one. But looks like both teams want to kind of disengage right now. At least not go as far onto the Timbersaw. Or do they? Timbersaw steps up here. He's not in the... Well, he is in vision now. And Bounty Hunter has to be careful. Dust is going to get used. Axe is available. Could go right for the Bounty Hunter. And the Blade Mail will hurt. They need to do some kind of damage to the Axe. Need to disable that Blink Dagger. But he decides not to go in there. Thinks that there are things more important. Having the force away from the Shadow Demon there. And Axe will get a call on the 2. Bounty Hunter in some trouble. There's a chop. Leshrac slows down the Axe. Stun's going to miss. He needs some more help here. Timbersaw definitely needed to chase him down. Axe could get a Blink Dagger into the trees. He will. And well, unfortunately the Timbersaw thinks that the Axe is inside the trees, but the Axe is truly inside the lane. I'm finding some kills elsewhere on the map as well. Being split up. Ogre getting found out by Bounty Hunter. They know that there's a ward there. They should be able to just pick him up. Now Storm Spirit goes to the backside, gets the Orchid off onto the Shadow Demon, and Storm Spirit dodges that stun as well. Ursa right in. Here comes the Eclipse. It doesn't matter at all. Huge amount of damage from the Ursa and the Axe, managing to run all over Midas Club. And now Atun, he's ready for more. He's got 19 charges on a Bloodstone. They'll use the dust before they make it into the lane, and they probably aren't going to get a whole lot of attacks off. Bottom lane getting pushed up by Not Today. Let's see if this Axe can find a call. Smoke is going to break. And he sees all these heroes here. He gets a call onto the backside. Disruption comes through. Luna's going to be doing some good damage with this. Timbersaw taking a lot of damage. This frontliner is going to be forced to deny himself. And Midas Club are in disarray. Leshrac moves forward. Blink forward by Sword. They've got the huge amount of damage for Leshrac. Sword nearly taken down, but these Luna Glaives are not nearly enough at this point. 3 heroes down at bottom. Not Today, ready to keep going. Aegis in tow. They can keep going. Oh, Storm Spirit ball-ending forward, going for Timbersaw. He needs to get the Orchid off, or does he? Does he even care? Nice stun on the 2 from the Leshrac. Nice damage from the Timbersaw, but again, he can't deny this time. He is dead. Oh, Ursa forward, going right for Luna. There's going to be Eclipse dropped on top of him, and that's still an Aegis if he goes down. So this time the Aegis was on Ursa. And can they get the... No, the stun wasn't up on time, but they can kill off the Ursa now. So Midas Club, again, taking advantage of the fact that Not Today went in a little bit, which ends up being enough. Meanwhile, Sword, he's a bit of in a place where he really shouldn't be. Not sure what Not Today think they're doing right now. Timbersaw, another Timber Chain through, and Luna finds the kill. So, I guess it's good that Not Today give up those creeps now so that Midas Club really do a lot of damage with the illusions. They gotta get them attacking the tower though. They'll lose one of them. Mantis doesn't last all that long, and Luna just gets caught out, relocate in. Sword nearly taken down, but actually is killed. So Midas Club find the kill, at least, I guess. Just 26, Jesus, man. And of course there's the gem on Ogre. Oh, someone could get caught out. No, it's just an Axe being scouted out by a Bounty Hunter. Meanwhile, Storm Spirit kills off the Shadow Demon, because why not? Oh no. Now this Leshrac made a big mistake. Puts the Storm Spirit up in the air, but I don't know if there's anything stopping the Storm Spirit from going in. Except maybe his own team. Now we've got to relocate. Looking for the Bounty Hunter who, again, can't really get away from anything on the Radiant side. From Not Today versus killing off the Ancients. We can talk about farm forever, but Storm Spirit's just going to be getting some more kills. Shadow Demon tries to get away. That Orc is going to kill him anyway. At bottom, maybe the Leshrac finds a kill. He's right next to an Axe though, and he's got the rest of Not Today just jumping on him. Not sure what he meant to accomplish by that. Maybe he thought he had the rest of his team with him. I'm not even sure. Axe forward, gets the call off on the Storm onto the Timbersaw. Here comes Storm, gets the pull off onto the Timbersaw as well. Dual Scepter trying to stay alive. Greedy's BKB'd. He's man mode on the bear. I guess you would call it bear mode then. Sword gets killed off in the trees. Bounty Hunter helps to find that kill. Greedy has to get away from the Diabolic Edict. So much damage. Bounty Hunter gets killed off, and that's a full 5-man team wipe. Not Today will move on to face Infamous in the next round of the lower bracket in PD Cup. We'll have that matchup, I believe, for you tomorrow. We should also have Duop versus Team Freedom.